Hey, welcome back to the How to Podcast series. It's Dave, and I'm happy to be here for one big reason. My voice is back. On Monday this week, my voice sounded like an FM radio guy. My wife called me from work, and it was the first time talking because I was sick for a few days, and she's like laughing at me because my voice was so low. I sound like a totally different person. So I'm finally getting my voice back, which is making me happy. And it's been a really busy August, everyone, and I'm getting close to the end of August. Looking forward to September. But a little bit of updates for you, just as we're kind of wrapping up the month. Do want to share with you a couple things I need your help with. A reminder of a few things that you can really help the show with, and I'd love for you to lend a hand, if you could. First, just an update. My wife and I did go and purchase a rental property, which is fun. It's a 3-bedroom townhouse, 3 levels. The upstairs, the main floor, and a basement level. And we're renovating the entire thing. My oldest son, Macmillan, is helping us. And for the I Shower After Work podcast, guys, it's a lot of freaking work to do this. Electrical, new flooring, new bathrooms, 2 new bathrooms, kitchen redone, painting. Oh my gosh, we have painted a lot. So it's been fun. It's a lot of work. And for those people who do this day to day on a regular basis, I salute you because this is a lot of hard work. Been doing this on top of working nights, on top of podcasting, on top of working with clients, being at the house and renovating. It's fun. And the one thing I'll tell you about renovating a house, whether it's your own house or someone else's house, is you need the right tool for the job. Don't take a tool that's meant for one thing and try to use it for something totally different, because you'll get very bad results. Use the tool that's made for the thing, which will help you. And to podcasters, don't think you can use one tool for everything. I see a lot of AI tools out in the world now that'll do everything for you, include make your breakfast and make your bed and dress your kids and do everything. And it's impossible. It won't do everything well. It'll do a bunch of things kind of well, but it's not great at everything. So when I go to the house to work, I need the right paintbrush to cut corners and do all the cutting and stuff around the room before I roll the walls and paint. If I'm going to take the toilet off and replace it with a new toilet, that's disgusting. You want to have the right tools to do so. When you're installing the vanity in the bathroom and you want to hook up the plumbing, you need the right tools to do that. Everything requires the right tool. So when you're podcasting, make sure you don't just go with a one tool fits all, because it doesn't. Always do the best things. You want to get the right tool for the right thing. And if you're not sure about the tools to use in your podcast, then reach out to someone who's doing it and ask them so we can help you to find the right tool for your podcast. Okay? I'd love to be there to help you and support you. If you need the right tool for what you're doing, you're frustrated. Dave, I'm using a hammer to put a screw into the wall, but it's not working. Well, you need a screwdriver, not a hammer. Right? So let's get you the right tools to help you in your podcast. Don't be frustrated. You don't need to be frustrated. People are here to help you. I would love to help you at howtopodcast.ca. So as of September-ish, we'll be done renovating that place and then hopefully back to normal. For those that love and are a part of our meetups for the How to Podcast family, you're like, Dave, I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, then you're welcome to join us at the howtopodcast.ca website. There's a link right there for you to come to our meetups. What are meetups? It's on meetup.com, hence the term meetup. And we get together on Saturdays and we talk podcasting. You get to meet other podcasters who follow the show, who listen to this very show, which you're listening to right now. You get to meet up with them and have a conversation with them. You get to build relationships, find new guests. You can be a guest on their show. They can be a guest on your show. You can learn from them. We're all at different levels, at different stages of our podcast journey. We're not experts. We're not all looking down at you from the lofty heights of podcasting. We are all working side by side to help each other grow your show, to build your podcast, to encourage you, to support you. You will find the best, the kindest human beings ever at our meetups. They start again in September, so look for those. We're going to have 2 in the month of September because the 3rd week in September, I'm at a podcast conference. Yay! And then the 4th one, I'm moving my daughter back to St. Catharines where we live. So we're going to be busy. So we'll have 2 in September. Then we're back to normal in October with a every week episode of our meetups every Saturday morning, Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. All the information's on our meetup page through howtopodcast.ca. Okay, so that's part 2. So if you need help with your podcast, you need the right tools, you're going to reach out to Dave and I'm going to help you. The meetup group is there for you. So make sure you go and check that out. We'd love to help you on your podcast journey. So that's there for you as well. What else is, well, it's a thing called the question of the month. And we're missing a lot of responses. So I'm pleading with you to help us to have a great episode of the review, the responses of the question of the month. I need you to respond. So I need you to pause this and go to howtopodcast.ca and answer the question of the month for August, which is because of a podcast blank. Something happened for you where if there wasn't a podcast in your life, this may have not ever happened. Now, this could be listening to a podcast and something happened for you, or you're the host of the podcast and something happened for you. But there's a story. Something happened because of a podcast. I've had people on this show that because of a podcast, they're still here. They pressed play on a podcast and it changed everything for them and changed their whole path in their life. And if that podcast wasn't there, they would possibly not be here on this planet right now. Now, tell me that's not enough to inspire you to listen to a podcast or to start a show, right? Because of a podcast, blank. I met my partner. I got a job. Something happened because of a podcast, and I want to hear your story. So come on, tell us your name, tell us the name of your podcast, and then answer the question of the month. Because of a podcast, blank. Something happened. I want to know what that is. Okay? Reach out to us on the howtopodcast.ca website. Would love to get your message and your voice on the show. That makes me so giddy and so happy to share your show with the world. And I can't wait to hear your voice on the podcast. And as we look ahead in the calendar, we're looking towards November. I know, think about November already. It's not even the end of August. In November, we have the National Podcast Post Month, which is the idea is what we record and publish an episode every day for the month of November. That's 30 episodes in a row, everyone. I'm encouraging you to think about it, make plans now and start recording now for that. And I'm doing it. And I'm actually trying it for 3 of my shows, Dad Space, Living the Next Chapter, and the How to Podcast series. So 30, 30, and 30, that's 90. Love for you to consider it. And to those that have received an email from me, I'm waiting for your response. Be part of the How to Podcast series, and so that I can feature you in November. So please go check your spam mail. Please go check your email. If you haven't heard from me, email me back, and I'll send you all the information. But I'm looking for 30 podcasters to respond to my question and my email, and be a part of the November episodes of not Living the Next Chapter, the How to Podcast series. Yeah, this one, the one we're on right now, Dave. I'm looking for your responses for that month, and I'm recording those episodes right now. So, again, go check your emails, everyone. You probably see an email from Dave hiding there somewhere. I've had 3 people out of 30 respond, so there's a lot of responses waiting to hear back, and that's why I started early. I would love to have your voice here on the podcast in November for National Podcast Post Month, NaPodPoMo, our friends like to call it. And I'd love to have you to respond and be part of the fun in November. So please respond, check your emails. And again, if you haven't heard from me, email me back. Say, Dave, I'd like to participate. I'm looking for 30 people. 30 podcasters. Can't be hard, right? So please go check your emails. I'd love to have you on the show. What I did was I started with the initial first 30 guests on the show, all the way back to the early episodes of the How to Podcast series. I want to reconnect with past guests, show you that I'm still here with you, still loving you, still wanting to be on the show, and to reconnect with some great voices from the past. And as we work through, I'll be working my way into the future, into the more recent episodes, but I'd like to go back to the beginning. So if you've been a guest on the show in the past, please go check your emails. I'd love to have you on the show. It's the Daily Dave here on the How to Podcast series. Great episodes coming, some more excellent co-hosts, some more new series that we're going to do, little mini-series, and more great topics around podcasting, all to help you on your journey as a podcaster. So grateful that you're here, that you're finding value in our conversations and the things that we do around here. Thank you. Would love to get your feedback on the show. howtopodcast.ca is everything you need to know about all things Dave and about the show. Love to hear from you. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Happy end of August, everyone. Looking forward to September. And pumpkin spice everything. Let's pumpkin spice your podcast, everyone. Thanks for listening. Take care.